whoever you are, to Meg's Magical Mansion, a virtual guest house for spiritual wayfarers, a place where the ordinary becomes magical, where wisdom is yours for the asking, and where your higher nature is just a wish away. Thank you so much for joining us here today at Meg's Magical Mansion. I'm Meg, and this is my scrumptious parlor maid, Parfait.
Hello.
And here in my lap is my beautiful assistant, Miss Alice Poopers. We are so happy you've joined us here today. We have a very interesting topic. Today we're going to be talking all about the Akashic Record.
Ooh.
Do you know what that is, Parfait?
I have a feeling I'm going to learn today.
I think Parfait knows more than she's letting on about the Akashic Record.
A little bit.
So stick around. We're going to tell you what it is, how you can use it to help you open up your inner wisdom. So we're going to have some fun learning about the Akashic Record.
Sounds like a great time.
I guess that means it's time once again for Words of Wisdom. And today our words of wisdom come to us from Edgar Cayce, the sleeping prophet. And he was very famous for being able to read the Akashic Record. He would lay down on a bed or a sofa and go into a trance-like sleeping state. And then you could ask him questions and he could access all records. So we have a quote today from Edgar Cayce. So sit back, relax, and enjoy our words of wisdom.
When there is the thought or the activity of the body in any particular environ, this very activity makes for the impressions upon the soul. As to the records made by such an activity, these are written upon what is known as time or space, much in the same form or manner as are the messages that are of a familiar nature to the body in its present activity. As the instruments of recordings are used, so does the activity of energy expended leave its imprint upon the etheric wave that records between time and space that desire to be put, as to that impelling or producing. Just as the figures or characters make for communications between individuals, so does the soul upon the pages or records of time and space.
Those were some nice words of wisdom. And we are talking today about the Akashic Record. And we're going to find a little bit more about what it is and how you can access it. So let's kick it off by checking in with Parfait, because she's going to give us a little more information on exactly what the Akashic Record is. Parfait?
And now it's time for What's the Tea with Parfait?
Hi everybody, this is Parfait and Ollie here. I want to talk to you today about the Akashic Record. What is the Akashic Record, you ask? Well, let me tell you. It's a compendium of everything. Basically a file cabinet or a database. People think of it as an endless library of universal events, basically past, present, and future. All thoughts, feelings, words, and intentions can be found here. All life forms, including the ones here on Earth. The Akashic Record exists in a higher, not physical plane of existence, known as the mental plane, or the Akasha. Because the Akashic Records are a higher dimension, they do not follow the rules of time, and therefore they can access all of time, past, present, and future. Everything has its own Akashic Record. Me, Ollie, the mansion, even all your relationships. Which, for me, means I hope they're stored in the cloud. Anyway, there are a lot of interesting similarities between string theory, quantum mechanics, and the Akashic Record. We know there are parallel universes. For every action we take in this universe, there are an infinite number of universes where we did not take that action. And somehow the Akashic Record keeps track of it all. I mean, like, everything. Like, everything. It's wild. All this thinking makes my pretty old little head spin. Holly, it's a good thing you're laying down. Oh, Lord.
Well, thank you, Parfait, for sharing with us a little bit more about what the Akashic Record is. I want to talk to you a little more today about how you can use it, access it, and make it a part of your everyday life. And Parfait mentioned a little bit about the Akasha. I want you to think about that as like the matter that holds the entire universe together. It holds all the planets and the solar systems and the galaxies and everything in our universe in place. It's all spinning. The Earth is spinning, the solar system is spinning, the Milky Way galaxy is spinning, all the other galaxies are spinning, the whole universe is just spinning around, and somehow the Akasha is that kind of dark matter that holds it all in place. Number one thing I like to do to help me stay attuned to that Akasha, to be able to access that Akashic Record, is a very simple thing. 3 times a day, you know how I love the number 3. 3 times a day, in the morning, as close to sunrise as you might be up, but try not to let the sun get too far up in the sky, like not past a 30-degree angle. Wake, go out and greet the sun. Put your face up towards the sun. Greet the day and thank the Akasha for holding the universe together. And at midday or sometime in the middle of the afternoon or day, go out, turn your face up to the sun. You can even do it indoors. Find a window if you can, but just think about the sun and thank the Akasha for keeping the universe in place, everything spinning in its place. And later on in the evening, perhaps if the sun is setting or even after dark, you can look up at the moon in the skies, but try to before, sometime in the evening before bed, again, look up. Thank the Akasha for holding the universe in place. You know how important I feel gratitude is, so expressing that gratitude 3 times a day, that the universe is spinning everything in its place, will help you maintain close contact with the Akasha and make it easier to access the Akashic Record. Now, some other things you can do. There are prayers you can use to help you open the Akashic Records. I'm going to link some of them down below. There are some websites where you can perform an opening prayer, which you can recite, and then ask your questions of the Akashic Record. And then there is a closing prayer to bring you out of it. We'll talk a little bit more about, once you have accessed the record, how to ask questions and what to do with that information that you get. Using the opening and closing prayer, a lot of people find a very effective way to access the Akashic Record. And of course, you know I'm going to say this, there's no right way, there's no wrong way. There are many, 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 many ways people access the Akashic Record. Edgar Cayce would lay down on your sofa and go to sleep, and then talk to you in his sleep, apparently, or from his trance-like state. So everybody can access the Akashic Record. Edgar Cayce was special because he could access all of it, but most people should at least be able to figure out how to access their own Akashic Record. So one tip, opening and closing prayer to help you get your intention set, because really that's what it's all about. Letting the Akasha know what your intention is. And that's really all you need is intent to open the Akashic Record. Some people can open it simply by just thinking that it's open and can get right in there. Other people need to use a guided meditation. When I first started trying to access the Akashic Record, I found that a very helpful thing to do. And look forward this weekend to an episode coming up. I'm going to put a special one up with a guided meditation to help you access your Akashic Record. Check that out coming up this weekend. But a guided meditation can help you get in there to locate your record, find information you want. Now, when you've found a way to access the record, what do? Well, guys, you can't just sit there and wait for it to tell you stuff. You must interact with your Akashic Record. You have to ask it questions. A good strategy is to use a notebook. You know how I love notebooks. That's why I have all these notebooks on Amazon, and that's why I like to give them away. Here's one of our notebooks, And by the way, we'll be giving this one away today. But starting with a blank notebook and starting to write down a question. Write down your question up at the top of the page in your notebook. And then as you open the record and access it, whatever information you get, don't think about it. Don't second guess it. Don't try to figure it out. Whatever's coming through, write it down. No matter how crazy it seems or whatever you're getting, whatever is popping into your head, start writing it down. That is very key to helping you open up the record, and helping you remember, because sometimes the Akashic Record will send you a lot of images, a lot of flooding of information, and it's hard to remember it all when you kind of come out of it and you close the record. So a really good strategy is to have some questions, maybe put them at the top of a couple of pages so you have room to write underneath the question. You have to keep asking questions back and forth of the record to get it to interact with you. You might ask a question like, will I ever find love again? And then you might hear a yes. Well, you can take that and leave and say, okay. Or you can ask more questions. Will it happen soon? You might get a yes, you might get a no. You might get a maybe or not so soon. You might get a what does soon mean? What do you mean by soon? You know? You might get some information like it's going to happen on when you least expect it. You're going to hear something. Write it down. Ask another question about it. Continue to ask more questions until you feel you've gleaned everything you're going to get. Then you can move on to your next page. What's your next topic? Am I going to be promoted at my job or be successful at my work? Will I see an increase in money coming in? Or it's also very good to look back at your past lives, because remember, looking forward is always very tricky. You always have your free will. The Akashic Record can give you some clues about what might be coming forward and might show you where the universe would like you to go. But please remember, you're driving the car, and you could just as easily drive your car right off the path the universe has laid out for you and go running amok wherever you're going to go. So please remember, free will is very important. The universe might say, hey, here's a great path you could follow, and you could do that, and it would probably work out well for you. Or you could just drive your car somewhere else, your imaginary vehicle. Or just walk on in a different direction. So remember, your free will, when you're trying to access future activities, they're always determined largely by your free will. No matter what the universe wants you to do, you can always mess it up. I know I certainly have plenty of times. The other thing the Akashic Record is very good at is accessing past lives. And you can really look back and see people you've had multiple lives and multiple interactions with over many different time periods and situations. It's really good at examining like relationships that you have with people. You know this person, you've had past lives with this person. You might want to know more about that relationship. So it's very good at looking back at past lives, because that's already in the record. Again, that idea of string theory that Parfait was talking about. Remember, for every action you take in this universe, there are parallel universes where you did or did not do that thing, and then those strings are running in those directions. So your free will definitely has a lot to do with your future. But I find the Akashic Record is a good way for me to see what the universe would like me to do if I were to listen to it. If I were to listen to the Akasha, if I were to follow through on what's being suggested would be a good course of action for me, it usually works out pretty well. And that is one way I do use the Akashic Record, is to help me look forward and try to make decisions based on what the universe wants me to do. And I try not to just run amok and get off the path that the universe has set forward for me. And it helps me stay on my path. It is very good at also dealing with present situations. If you are having any kind of a difficult situation, the Akashic Record is a great place to go to get some ideas on how to get yourself out of that situation, and ask it to show you the path out. I'm really confused or upset or bewildered or angry or whatever you are in a situation, especially in relationships and that you're currently going through, it is great to ask the Akashic Record to show you the best possible path out of the situation you're in. So, to summarize, this weekend, look forward to a guided meditation about the Akashic Record coming right at you to help you get access to it if you have not been able to. Look down in the link below. I will link the opening and closing prayer website. So if you wanted to try that, you can. You can just try going straight there. Hey, I got some questions. But I do recommend that you get a notebook dedicated to your Akashic journey and use it to write questions. And when you're really when you get in there and you are accessing the Akashic Record, write down whatever is coming through. No matter how wackadoodle it might seem, write it down. Then you can think about it and process it afterwards, after you close the record. There you go, a few ideas on how you can access the Akashic Record, why you might want to use it, how it could help you and benefit you in your life. Hey, it's all out there. Why not? If somebody told you there was a book at the library that told you your past, all your past lives, your present, and possible future scenarios, maybe future paths that the universe would really like you to follow, wouldn't you want to know that? I do. And we do have a giveaway today. Of course we have a giveaway. I have one more copy of Sarah Sullivan's book, Memoirs in Poetry and Paint. And Sarah was our guest last week on our episode on navigating tough times. And she had a wonderful discussion about her view on life. And at age 90, she has quite the long view. We also have, it's here. The new coloring book's here. The new coloring book is here. Yes, indeed, my new coloring book has arrived. Manifest Your Reality coloring book. And this one has a lot of little affirmations for you to color, like love yourself. And oh, this one I did for Parfait. What's the tea? And there's one that's just fairy magic, love. So they all have little quotes, little words of wisdom. I like this one. It says, enjoy the journey. So this coloring book is available on Amazon, but it's going to go along with this for some lucky person. Plus, I'm also throwing in this one. This notebook is one of my blank notebooks, also available on Amazon. This one says, the old ways never die. And this is just blank lined pages, perfect for you to use to help you in your accessing the Akashic Record. So I've got 3 things all going to one lucky person. We've got Sarah's book, my brand new coloring book, I'm very excited, and a blank journal, all going to one lucky winner. If you are interested in winning this week's prize, please put down in the comments Akashic Record. So we're going to use the words Akashic Record as our key phrase to get entered in the contest this week. Of course, our contest will close on Sunday at noon, and I'll put up another short where we pick the winner so you can see who the winner is. So check for that this weekend. Check for our upcoming episode with our guided meditation to access the Akashic Record. And I want to thank everyone for entering our contest and playing with us, because I'm having a lot of fun with you. And we get a lot of letters and pictures, and it's so nice to know that my packages really do arrive. And I want to thank you for emailing or messaging me on YouTube and letting me know when your package gets there, because I mail these little babies out and I'm like, off they go into the world, my little packages. I'm getting to know everyone at the post office very, very well, and they get quite a kick when I come in and send packages to India, South Africa, England, all over the United States. We've sent to a lot of different states. So please keep entering. Please keep playing. We're having so much fun playing with you, and we love your responses. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Everyone here at the mansion really enjoys playing and doing contests with you. So get in on this one, and Sunday at noon. It's been another fun-filled day here at the mansion, and of course, you know, in the words of Buddha, 1,000 candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. So thank you for sharing your time, attention, and energy with us here today at Meg's Magical Mansion. Hey, if you had a good time, give us a like or a share. Hit that subscribe button. We love you, subscribers. Ring the bell, and we will let you know when we post new episodes. And I keep forgetting to tell you to check us out on Instagram. We're still over there. We're still there. So check us out on the Instagram. And we will see you back here next week for more fun and learning at Meg's Magical Mansion.
Hi, it's me, Angelica. Oh my gosh. Long time no see, peeps. Where you been? Anyway, don't tell Meg, but I have my own giveaway this time. Look hard in this episode. I hid a Visa gift card code someplace, somewhere. I don't know. First person that can find it can spend it. Good luck, everybody, and shh, don't tell Meg.